Good morning, everybody. I hope you all had a lovely weekend. We are going to do a yin practice today. So if you have a couple of blocks, that would be really helpful. And if you don't have any blocks, grab a towel or a blanket. Good morning. So I was just saying, I can see whoever hopped on there probably missed it. We're going to do a yin practice this morning. So please have a couple of blocks, or if you don't have blocks, just grab a towel. Any old towel will do. And we will get started in about 3 minutes. Good morning. Welcome, whoever just popped on. It's been so nice to hear from some of you, to get some emails and to know who's here, because I just usually see numbers of how many people are here, but I don't know who's here. So hello, Donna. Hello, Val. Hello, Susan and Patty. Hello, Rhonda and Shelly. And Gail, and who else is there? I don't know, but I'm very excited, and I really, really appreciate the emails that you guys have sent me, just letting me know that you're enjoying the classes and that you're here with me, because I miss you all. I do. If you're just popping on, if you have 2 blocks, that would be great. If you don't have any blocks, grab a towel, any towel or blanket, just something that you can roll up, because we're going to use that today. We'll just give it a couple more minutes. I hope you all enjoyed the sunshine this weekend. Maybe some nice socially distanced walks. I don't know how everybody's keeping busy. I've been eating a lot and cooking a lot, trying a lot of new recipes out. Some of them are on my Facebook, or if you guys want to try any of them, you can shoot me an email and I'll share them with you happily. They are mostly vegetarian and they're all gluten-free. So, yeah. Just give it one more minute or two here. And not to sound like a broken record, but I just see someone else hopped on here. So if you have 2 blocks, keep them handy. If you don't have any blocks, grab a towel or a blanket, something that we can roll up and use as support. All right. It's about that time. So we're going to get settled in for our practice. So again, make sure you have a couple blocks or a towel or blanket, something we can roll up this morning. So we're going to start out with a nice little chest opener. If you do not have blocks, take your towel or your blanket. If it's a towel, you're definitely going to want to do it lengthwise. If it's a blanket, probably doesn't really matter. And we're just going to roll it up. Let's see how my rolling skills are this morning. We're just going to roll it up like so. You're going to place it on your mat, and you are going to lie down on it underneath about where your bra line would be wearing. You probably don't have to wear one while you're staying home quarantined, or for the gentlemen out there, just below your shoulder blades, and then you'll tuck the blanket in alongside your body so that it's not in the way of your arms. Palms face up. So that's the option if you don't have blocks. You're just going to settle like in there and make the blanket or towel so that it's Gently lifting behind your heart, gently opening your chest so your shoulders can relax. For those of you that have a block or two handy at home, we're going to use both of them. And we're going to go on the lowest and the second height of the block. That's the first option. Again, the block is going to catch behind your heart, behind your shoulder blades, so that your sternum feels like it's lifting. And the other block is going to catch underneath your head. Again, arms open, palms face up. Nice and cozy here. If you're looking for a little bit more, you can always take the blocks and move them to the middle height and the top height. But that might be a little bit intense for you this morning. Up to you where you want to be. Finding somewhere that is comfortable. And as you settle in here, let your head get heavy. Let your shoulders relax. Let your arms and hands be weighted. Tune in to the rhythm of your breath. Listen for the gentle in and out. Feel the slow rise and fall in your belly. Feel the back of your sacrum, your hips get heavy. Allow your thighs and your knees to soften. Let this softening wash down into your legs, ankles, and feet. Any tension melts out of your body. As you simply return to observing your breath. If it feels good, you can start to explore deepening your breath. Allowing your belly to fill up 360 degrees. As you exhale, you might softly draw your navel towards your spine, squeezing out the last bits of breath to make room for the next cycle. Whatever breath you choose here, let it be comfortable and easy. last few breaths. Feeling the space through your chest. And feeling the full weight of your body yielding with gravity. Let's take a big breath in and out. In and out. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. Now place your hands back alongside your body. Bend your knees. Feet are going to stay on the floor, and we're going to roll over to one side, supporting our head as we come off the block or the towel, just resting on this side. When you're ready, we'll move the blocks, the towel, the blanket, whatever, out of the way. And we'll relax on our back. As you inhale, point your toes away from your body and stretch your arms up overhead. Get nice and long. As you exhale, flex your feet and bring your hands alongside. Inhale, take up all the space you like. Exhale, hug everything into center. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. This time we're going to inhale. Keep the feet relaxed. Let the arms come up overhead. And lightly interlace the fingers. Let your elbows and your shoulders relax. And then notice if you can create a little bit more room in your spine and your torso. So for me, that looks like walking my shoulders just a millimeter or two further away from my waist. And then readjusting my head, gently bringing my chin in the direction of my chest so that my shoulders aren't squeezing up on my ears. All right, when you're ready, you're going to sweep the feet over to the right side. Hook the right foot on top of the left ankle. And take a couple big breaths up that left side. As you breathe into the left side, notice how you feel. If this is a good amount of sensation for you, if you can comfortably breathe here with a little bit of a stretch, you are welcome to stay here. If you feel like you're kind of breathing into nothing, you don't have any sensation, we'll send the upper body over to the right side as well, making the shape of my favorite smoothie ingredient, the banana. And then you can let your head soften towards your right shoulder. Again, keeping that space in your neck. Let your eyelids soften. Let your hands, arms, and shoulders relax. And when you found a spot where you can nuzzle into, come back to your breath. Our yin practice is one of yielding and with all of the change going on right now, all of the things that we need to accommodate. This is a way for us to practice acceptance of what's happening and going with it instead of trying to fight or force things in another direction. Simply breathing into and accepting what is. Few more big breaths on the left side. And I am hopeful that the sound is picking up the beautiful birds chirping outside of the window. And I also hope that wherever you are, it smells as delightfully like spring as it does where I am. Let's take a big breath in, let it go. We'll start by bringing the upper body back to center, unhooking these feet, and we'll bring them all the way over to the left side. Hooking your left foot on top of your right ankle and taking a couple breaths here into your right side. Notice how this feels. Decide if there's room, if your body wants to go a little bit deeper. And if it does, you can bring your upper body over to the left side as well. If it doesn't want to go, you don't have to force it. Again, this is a practice of yielding, a practice of softening into whatever is. As you find that spot that you're comfortable on, that you can settle into on this left side, relax your head, relax your face, and relax your breath. Breathing into that awareness of your right side. Last few breaths here. Noticing what you feel and where you feel it. Slowly take your time. Upper body, head, arms returning first. And then slowly unhooking our feet and bringing them back to center. Gently roll your palms to face up. Relax your shoulders and take a big belly breath in and out. In and out. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Inhale, stretch your arms up overhead. Reach your toes away from your body. Exhale, flex your feet. Hug everything back into center. Inhale, reach. Exhale, draw in. Inhale. Exhale. This time as you inhale, reach out through your toes one at a time. Let your hips slide back and forth on the mat. And then bend your knees, place them in the palms of your hands, and let's draw some nice circles on the ceiling. Or maybe on the sky if you're outside in this beautiful sunshine. And let's go back in the other direction. Good. Gently roll over to one side and make your way up to a comfortable seat. Everybody still awake? Maybe just barely. All right, you can sit any which way you like. Legs long in a chair, cross-legged. You can levitate for all I care, as long as you're comfortable. So take a moment to feel, let's just rock from side to side and feel the space of like the side of the low back. Yeah, that's a technical term I've just decided. And maybe along the front of the abdomen. And then rolling the shoulders back a couple times. And feeling into the space of your chest. Close your eyes. And let your seat get grounded. As you exhale, root down into your seat. I'll feel the center of your heart. As you inhale, gently lift from your heart and create a little bit more length in your spine. Relax your shoulders. Relax your chin back to neutral. And then drop your left ear to your left side. Invite your shoulders to relax away from both ears. And breathe up the right side of your neck. Good. Inhale, come up to center. Exhale, let's take it over to the other side. Use your exhale to invite your shoulders to relax and release. One more breath here. And then we'll slowly roll our chin towards our chest. Let the head get nice and heavy here. And send your breath to the space between your shoulder blades. Imagine there's a little string on the top of your head. Let it lift you up. Inhale, get nice and tall again. Exhale, gently lift your chin. Open your throat without letting your head just drop back. Slowly, creating space on the front of your throat. Breathing here. Gently bring your chin back to center. Interlace your arms, not your arms. Interlace your fingers, stretch your arms, and let's yawn it out. Let's reach over to that left side. And reach over to the right side. Left side. And right side. Good. Release your hands, roll out your shoulders. Roll out anything that needs rolling at this point. All right, and we will get ready for our butterfly pose. So we're gonna make a nice big diamond shape with our legs. So keep your feet a good distance away from your body. So don't hug them in nice and close here like a triangle. Let them be like a nice big diamond. Some people say diamonds are forever. I say yoga is forever. That's something I'd like to stick with forever. If you have blocks, you can use them here. If you don't have blocks, that's totally fine. So let the legs soften. So soles of the feet are gently touching. You don't have to hold or grip here. Sitting up nice and tall. Let your tailbone, your sits bones settle into the ground. Let's inhale to lift our heart. And exhale to lead with our heart, not our chin, gently coming forward. So just come as far forward as is comfortable for you, where you can still breathe nice and easy. Now, you can stay here with your chin gently lifted if that feels supported in your neck. If you have blocks or a pillow, you can build them up to catch your head wherever you're comfortable. And you don't have to keep your shoulders up on your back. If that feels good for you, you can. But if you want to let your shoulders just soften with gravity too, you can do that here. So try a couple options, figure out what you want to do. And what you want to do today might not be the same as what you wanted to do yesterday or last month. So explore what feels right in this moment. We're constantly changing, evolving, growing. And if what doesn't fit for you before, or if what fit for you before doesn't fit today, go ahead and honor that. Take a moment to settle in.
And come back to your breath. Picture the placement of your lungs in your body, and especially towards your back body. Invite your breath into this space. Feel your lungs taking up space as you inhale. And feel the muscles of your back relaxing as your breath leaves your body. If your mind wanders off, smile and invite it back to your breath. Let's take our last few deep breaths here. Slowly use the palms of your hands to support yourself to upright. Take your hands back behind you for support. Walk your feet a little wider apart than your hips, and let's windshield wiper these knees. Okay. Stretch your right leg out in front of you and bend your left knee. Left foot's going to come into the floor, and left foot can be either on the inside or the outside of the knee, whatever gives you more stability. Ground both of your sitting bones into the floor. Sit up nice and tall. And take your right hand or your right elbow and bring it to your knee. So opposite arm to your knee. Again, sit up nice and tall. Reach back behind you with your left hand. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, pull your left shoulder back. Let this twist come from your chest rather than your head and neck. And take a couple big breaths into your left lung on your back body. Good. Bring your eyes back to neutral. Release your leg long. Windshield wiper your feet a couple times. Bounce out your knees. Then we'll bend that other knee, taking the foot into the floor, inside or outside. Wherever you can root down best through your sitting bones. Opposite hand or elbow to the knee. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, start to twist. Again, twisting from your chest, not from your face. Twisted face, that sounds like a good look. I bet some of you had parents that used to tell you that if you made a face, it might get stuck like that. I'm sure I was told that as a child, and I still very much like making faces. And all of my students that are children also enjoy making faces with me. So one more breath here. Yeah, and bring whatever face you've got back to center. Release your legs long. Give them a little shake. And we are going to come into a gentle forward fold. So legs long, knees relaxed, and we want to reconnect the sitting bones with the earth again. So I like to wiggle back and use my hands to help get a little bit of the cushy stuff out of the way. And sitting up nice and tall. We'll inhale to lift our chest. Exhale to ground down through your seat. Next inhale reaches the arms up. Exhale, lead with your chest. And then let your hands just fall wherever they're comfortable. You don't have to catch anything. And again, checking in with the position of the head and the neck. You're welcome to let the head and neck hang if that feels good for you. If looking gently forward and keeping your chin drawn slightly in feels better in your back, do that. Or if you want to play a little game of building blocks, you can find whatever you want to meet your head at whatever height feels most supported. When you find that spot that works for you, take a nice big breath and allow yourself to relax here. Yielding with the breath. Yielding to whatever thoughts or sensations arise. Take a big breath in. Let it go. Inhale and release. If your head is hanging heavy, slowly start to look towards your toes. And take your time, coming up one vertebrae at a time. Take your hands behind you. Point your fingers away from your body. Open across the front of your chest and just gently lift your sternum. So bum staying down. Shoulder blades are drawing towards each other on your back. Now, without letting your head fall back, we'll gently lift the chin to open the throat. Make sure we're still breathing comfortably. Good, chin back towards your chest. Walk your hands in. Shake out or roll out anything that needs it. Bring your legs nice and wide, like a V or a slice of delicious pizza. I made homemade pizza the other day, dough and everything. And I haven't yet met a pizza that I don't like. All right. Again, reconnecting our sitting bones. So wiggling back onto your sits bones or using your hands to get some of the fleshy stuff out of the way. I like a little bit of height here, so I have a thin block, or sometimes I'll just roll my mat up a little bit. Makes it easier for me to come forward. Feet can relax. You don't need to flex or point. Knees are relaxed. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, let it come forward, even if it's only in your head. I'm about 10 years into a daily yoga practice, and I still feel like I'm just barely going forward in this one. Again, find an option that works for your head and neck, your spine. Feel free to build a building block if it'll go that high. Feel free to keep your spine long and your chin gently drawn in. Or again, if it feels good, let your shoulders and your head round forward. And just be like a little seated half ragdoll. Once settled in, come back to your breath. And last breath in and out here.
Gently lifting the weight of our head. Using our hands to prop ourselves back up. Bring your legs a little closer together. Bend your knees. Windshield wiper one more time. Now we're going to come on back to our backs. All that sitting up today, exhausting. Okay, when you're ready, lie down, get comfortable. Bend your right knee and interlace your fingers behind your right thigh. As you exhale, create some compression on your right side. Ensure your spine is long, drawing your chin towards your chest. And slide your left hand onto your knee. Open your right arm or cactus your right arm. Whatever you need to do to let your right shoulder stay stable on the floor. And then slowly start to draw your knee across your body. If your right shoulder is tempted to lift up, you can scooch your upper body over to the left side of your mat. And close your eyes. And come back to your breathing. Where do you want or need to send your breath? Take a big breath in. Let it go. Use your hand to slowly draw your leg back to center. And release it long. Big breath in and out. Bend your left knee. Interlace your fingers on the back of your left thigh. Exhale to create some compression. Slide your right hand onto your knee. Open or cactus your left arm. And then take your time drawing this leg across your body to create your twist.
Settle into your breath. One last big breath in and out. Slowly bringing our leg back to center. Release your left leg long. Big belly breath in and out. Bend your knees. Take them into your palms of your hands. Gently make some circles. And opposite direction. If you want to settle into a traditional Shavasana, you are welcome to. I recommend finishing the same way we started, with a nice little chest opener. So if you have a towel or a blanket instead of blocks, this will go behind your heart center and then tucked under your arms so that it's not in the way. And if you're using blocks and you want to go on the next height, now that you're a little more open than when we began, first block lengthwise on its middle height. Second block upright on its highest height. Block's going to settle in behind your heart center. And second block is going to catch your head as you let your hands fall open, palms facing up. You can play with the placement of your palms here, or the placement of your arms rather. You can have them close into your body, or if there's more space, if this is comfortable in your pec region and the front of your body, you can open them wider. Take a moment here to settle in. Close your eyes. And let your body be weighted. Yielding to gravity. Letting your head get heavy. Letting your upper back get heavy. Letting your arms and hands get heavy. Following this heaviness down to your sacrum, your thighs, your calves, and your heels. With each exhale, we let go and surrender. Slowly coming back to your breath. Taking a big belly breath in and out. Bending your knees, rolling over one side and supporting your head. Resting here on your side for a moment. And when you feel ready, you can find your way up to a comfortable seat. Ground down to get tall. Bring your hands to heart center and take a moment to practice gratitude. Just think of one thing, person, place, or memory. One thing that you're grateful for. Let's breathe that gratitude in. And with our exhale, send it out to everyone else. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I hope that this practice has helped you feel your best. Again, if you guys have any feedback, suggestions, questions, or requests for next week, feel free to email me. Feel free to share this with anyone who needs some free yoga. And for those of you that have asked about donations, if you want to make a donation, you can do that via my email. But again, please just feel free to use the videos and share them. Until next time, namaste. Thanks, guys.